Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today, and it's another blessing mix box. The video was filmed live over on Facebook last night, but I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget, there'll be a free PDF over on my website. Actually, two of them. One so you can print the blessing mix, and the other one will be an inspiration sheet with the measurements. Okay, I hope you enjoy the following video. Bye. So tonight we are making another version of the blessing mix box. So I make these every year. This is just a few of them that I've made over the years. This one is really old. This is, yeah, more petrified blessing mix. I think maybe this one might have been my very first one. I'm not sure. Looks like I ripped the poem off the back. But anyway, so this is the one I shared today on my website, and we're going to make the same kind of box, but we're going to use completely different stamps, ink, and paper. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get these out of the way. We are using two stamp sets tonight, Merry Moose and A Wish for Everything. So cute. This is the first time I think I've actually used this on camera, so I'm excited about that. Okay. We're using two sets of framelits, the ornate frames dies and the layering squares. I told everyone when they purchased the ornate frames dies from me that I promised that I was going to use those for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for all the holidays so that they wouldn't regret their purchase. And I think I've lived up to that, but we're using it again tonight because some of them are the perfect size for these greetings. Okay, let's see. Let me give you the supplies. We are using Early Espresso. I designed this one today, like literally 2 hours ago. And my thought process was I wanted to make this one more masculine, you know, like more dude friendly. Because the one, where is it? Because this one, you know, is more feminine. A dude would be okay with it, but I wanted to make one like really kind of manly. So that's how this came about. So I hope I didn't talk just 100 miles an hour now, or just now. If I did, I'm sorry. I'll slow down now. I was just trying to catch up those 9 minutes that I missed. So this measures 9.5 by 5 1/4. And then I have some scraps of Whisper White for our stamping. Another piece of Early Espresso that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. A piece of Cajun Craze that measures 3.5 by 3.5. And then 3 pieces of the Come Together Designer Series paper. You could use either side. And it measures 2 by 2.5. I haven't used this side of the paper yet either. So, and of course I have a cello bag. Okay, the first thing we'll do is score the cardstock for our box. I'm going to place it on the portrait side, which is the 5 1/4 side. I'm looking at that. It looks like my cut's a little off. Okay, I'm going to score it at 3/4 and 3.5. And then I'm going to turn it on the landscape side, which is the 9.5 inch side, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. 2 3/4, 5, and 7 1/4. So this is exactly like the other one. I'm not changing the measurements. We're just using different stamps, ink, and paper. Okay, fold on the score lines. And then we're going to use the bone folder to burnish it. Let me grab that now. Okay, so now, while I'm folding on these score lines, I will tell y'all half of the reason of why I was late tonight is because we couldn't find my iPad. We couldn't find it anywhere. We checked every single location in this house, and it was nowhere to be found. It was in the mudroom. You know, I don't like time change. Why would I set it down in the mudroom? On the bench, no less. David finally found it. I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off trying to find it. I'm like, how do I go live without an iPad? Okay, so now over here on this 1/2 inch side, I'm going to remove this. And then this piece over here. I could have just pretended I was having technical difficulties, but we seriously were frantically running through the house trying to find it. I carry it everywhere I go, so. Okay, so I'm cutting up to the score line. Just like that. And then over here, same thing. Okay, now, if you watched my video earlier today, I used the Detail Trio punch to round all 4 of these corners. Technically 8 because you're going to round each of them. It's a little taxing, to be honest. It'll work. You saw me do it. I had a few bloopers that you'll be seeing in the future. But I'm going to use our retired one because it's just a tad bit easier. Yeah, and if you want to see the other one, like I said, the video is there. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, moving along to the next one. You still have to fold it down. If you watch that video, you still have to fold them down to be able to reach them, if that makes sense. Hopefully you understand. We have 2 more. Like I explained in the video, our punches are designed to only work on 1 sheet of cardstock at a time. And so when you try to start putting 2 pieces in there, it recognizes the bulk and it doesn't like it. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper snips, and any of these edges that are not perfect, I'm going to clean them up. So right here I can see just a smidge. And this one right here is a smidge. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one too. I think we're good now. Yep. Okay, so we're going to put tear and tape on this piece right here. And then I'm just going to use my Take Your Pick tool to remove the backing. And then fold this over. Okay, so that makes that the back of my box. That makes this the front. I don't think I've ever lost my iPad before. I don't even know when or why I was even in the mudroom. That's crazy. I think maybe I was gonna watch TV and eat lunch or something. Who knows? Oops, that's crooked. That's okay. I'll just trim it. It's the bottom of the box, so it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take the Designer Series paper, and we're not going to add it to the back. We're only going to add it because we're going to put the coin back there. So here's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and cut that. So over on my website, this is a free PDF. I've already cut into it, as you can see. You get 9 of these to a sheet. I printed them on Whisper White, and they're cut so that you can cut on that black line if you want, and it will be exactly where you need to cut it. Or you can cut just shy of the black line and that border will show. So it depends on what you want. If you want to show the border, you can. And if you don't, then you don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this in half so that I'm only using a little bit. Okay, so this is our new paper trimmer. It works beautifully. Whoops, I just moved it. I need to trim it again, it looks like, because I cut the black line off on, or did I? Oh, well, it'll be okay. I didn't do the best of jobs because I did it really quick, but it'll still look good. Okay, so the back of my box is going to be here. Now this is different from how I made this earlier today. Just on the back side, okay? So we want to glue that down, just like that. Well, you better hold it for a second. And then I'm going to take my black Stampin' Dimensionals, because you know we're using Early Espresso, so that's pretty dark. So we're going to add the poem to the back. Okay, there's that part. Now, let's add the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to turn this over and add I think I can do 2 at one time without getting it on myself. One more. Oh, I had this thought today. I have to ask y'all's opinion. So I was wondering, like, this just came to me. It could be stupid. I don't know. So like today I was thinking, I was born in March, so I really love spring and I love spring colors. But I wonder if people that are born in December love holiday colors, and like people that are born in the fall, do they love fall colors? And do they prefer, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking, is that how we're hardwired? You know what I mean? Yeah, because I got pink polish and it's fall, but I can't do fall colors. I don't look good in them. I really don't. If you were to ever see me in the color yellow, you would laugh. I don't know if it's my eyes or what. I don't know. My skin, maybe because my skin tone is so yellow. Okay, so I'm just folding this down. And folding that one down. And this one. Okay, there's our box. There's the blessing mix. So now let's stamp. Here's our greeting. Here's our moose. Here's his scarf. That's got ink on it already. Okay, so we're going to stamp the greeting first with Early Espresso, and then we're going to set it aside for a little while to dry, because this Early Espresso ink, it takes a little bit longer to dry. And now I can't remember which one I did first. I did this one first. It's easier to line up the Thanksgiving. I don't want to put my head in the camera. It's a little crooked, but it'll work. Okay, we're going to set that aside to dry. I don't want to touch it or it will smear. And now we're going to stamp him on another sheet. Perfect. And then we're going to stamp the scarf in Cajun Craze. I normally use pumpkin pie when I'm doing fall or Thanksgiving projects, but the twine that we have in the Come Together ribbon combo pack is Cajun Craze. So it's all about coordinating. That's what we love about Stampin' Up! Product. All the colors to coordinate. Ooh, that's a little thick. That's okay. We're going to fussy cut that out. Okay, so we're going to have to cut him out with the punch. I don't want to smear that one. I may have not given myself enough room to cut him out. I didn't. I'll just use a Post-it note. Do y'all do that? Let's see. Lots to confirm. There we go. Isn't he so cute? We'll set him right there. And now we have to fussy cut the scarf. There's really no way around this. You have to do it. I'm going to go slow so that I don't mess up. Not too bad. So now we're just going to take a little bit of liquid glue and add it right about there. Okay, he's complete. So we're going to get the framelits out. We're going to cut the Happy Thanksgiving out with the ornate frames. We're going to cut out the Cajun Craze with the larger square die, and then Early Espresso with that one. We'll start with our squares. Put this one down here. Ruh-roh. Let's see. You're supposed to put these in at an angle. I was working on my blooper reel today. I don't think I said that right. I struggle with my R's and W's, you know. And I noticed that I say the same thing over and over and over, like a gazillion times. So I think I need to improve my vocabulary. Or when I mess up, I need to come up with a different term. It's either grr, rut-row, or geez Louise. Wait, I still need to cut one more. It's mainly grr, I think. Okay. Now this one. Okay, he's going to act possessed. I know I could use washi tape. I don't want to. And I don't want to use purple tape. I know I can. I'd rather hold my breath. No. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take the dark Cajun Craze and we're going to color 2 of these pearls. We're going to let them set there for a few minutes and dry. So here's this one. Here's our greeting. Okay, so we're going to attach, where's my liquid glue? We're going to attach the Early Espresso to the Cajun Craze. And then we're going to attach the box on top of that. I said this in my other video, that's the beauty of using the liquid glue, is that if you don't get it straight from the get-go, you can move it around. There we go. And then now I'm going to use my bone folder to just kind of press. Okay. So we're going to take these, let me take this out of here. It's easier to get off here when I take it out of that case. So I'm going to add this here. And then, actually I want to use the black ones. I'm determined to use those up because I'm not sure they're going to carry over to the annual catalog, so I'm gonna use them up. Okay, there's the greeting, and we're going to pop him up. Okay, so instead of using my petrified blessing mix, I decided, like, you could use, this is going to be a blessing mix box. Here it is. But I don't want to gross anybody else out by using really, really, really old snacks. So I'm just going to use a Rice Krispie treat. I know it's not the right season, but I could use a desk 2 times this size to go live, and it still wouldn't be enough. So we'll pretend that that's the blessing mix, and then we're going to take 3 strands of this Cajun Craze twine. So I'm going to do about, let's see, 8 inches for all 3. Because remember, we're making this like dude friendly. I got to stand it up to do this. So I'm just going to tie those 3 strands. Let's take it out of the box. How about that? I was trying to be gentle so I didn't squish the box, but... Okay, do I have all of them? Everything that happens this week, I'm going to blame it on the time change. You should have seen Bella's face today when it was like 11 o'clock. She was like staring me down like, Mom, it's lunchtime. What's wrong with you? And she wouldn't stop. Like, I swear she sat in the same spot for like 20 minutes just staring at me. I'm like, I know. We got to adjust to this time. I just wish we could always stay in daylight savings time instead of falling back every year. Okay, so it's a little cattywampus. It works better when you use the blessing mix. So here's the one we just made, and here's the one I made a couple hours ago. It works better with the blessing mix. Pretty cute, right? So here is the one that I shared earlier today. And then here's the one we just made. So super cute, right? Okay, so you guys have a great night, and thank you. And again, I apologize for being a little bit late tonight. See you guys later. Thank you.